Sheikh Gumi is in tears and in bitterness currently, calling on the federal government of Nigeria to intervene. America is breaking the rules by interfering with Nigeria, that they don't have the right to do so, that we are a sovereign nation. What would you have to say concerning this? Sheikh Gumi crying bitterly to the federal government of Nigeria to intervene, that they are massacring the Fulanis and the Northerners. What would you have to say concerning
Yeah, he has to cry. But when the Northerners are killing people, you understand, buying people, what happened? Sheikh Gumi is rejoicing. Now they face it. Sheikh Gumi is now crying. That is to tell you the major agenda. That agenda is the conquest of conquering Christians and making Nigeria a sovereign nation of Islamic. So the Usman Dafodio vision is what remains in their agenda and in their hearts. So let him cry the more. And it's not far-fetched from what I have said already. He's complaining, and he has to keep complaining. And the deed will continue to go and backfire. If Nigeria is a country that is working, somebody like Sheikh Gumi, do you know that Saudi Arabia turned Sheikh Gumi down? If an Islamic nation, the mother and the father of Islam all over the world, could turn somebody like Sheikh Gumi down, when he want to travel to Saudi, they deny him. They say they don't want him, they don't need him. They say, oh yeah, go back. You are not welcome. But to look at that kind of person here in Nigeria, still speaking and still talking, still working freely, nothing. And that is to tell you how merciless and how useless and how stupid Nigeria is, because of the British and backup of their evil agenda. The most corny people, very stupid and greed. So let him cry more, to all I care. It's none of my business.
Well, sir, Biafran evangelist, a Biafran agitator has come out clearly to call on Bianca Ojukwu, saying, are you not seeing what is happening? Since Donald Trump was able to eliminate the second in command of the ISIS, you have come out to say nothing about it because you feel they are fighting for the Christians and the Biafrans. As the Minister of Foreign Affairs, you should have come out to let us know what exactly went down. But since it concerns the Biafrans, you're saying nothing. What would you say concerning this?
She will not say anything, neither will she say any concern, because she have already taken affair of the Nigerian, the zoo. The affairs of the zoo and the spirit of zoo have taken over Bianca Ojukwu, not Biafra again. And another thing is this: in addition to this, a message have already been sent and passed to so-called a group of APC, them that call themselves city boys. I don't know whether you are aware that in election, in APC primary election, chief priest, or what is it called, who got to 14 votes, and he came back and he was lamenting, ranting and lamenting that people did not give him vote, they did not win primary election. And I said, and I'm using this opportunity once again to reply to him. He said he spent money giving elders, the chiefs and co. Who do you give? You give the chiefs, and those chiefs are the people that give you 14 votes. But their children is passing a message to you. Every man, that is one thing, every man have more than one child. Are you getting it? And those chiefs that you give money, you give your money, their children vote for the candidate of their choice. Them vote for you, because now them you give money. And it's a message to you people that claiming city boys, that in the east will not look your face, because you fuck up, you will treat them for you. Two, and it's a message too to APC. I'm not campaigning for any party or any candidate, because I am not a Nigerian, I'm a Biafra. You understand? My campaign goes to Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and my people. You understand? But I'm just chipping out a message based on what is happening to those of the Biafrans or Igbos, Furefu. Those Igbos who Furefu, in the name of they want to join Ashiwa, they want to join AP, want to join, like a Bianca too. This should be a message and a lesson to all of them, that the time shall come. Please, forgive me, we will not take it. So if you are playing any game, play with caution. Be careful. Be careful with the game you play with your family, because we, the Biafrans, are your family. But if you deny us now, time is coming when we will deny you too. Yes. Time is coming. You may think that you are flying now, Yes, time will come when you will not fly, will be the one flying. Then we will tell you the limit at which your own plane will fly. So, and that's the message, and that is me. So whatsoever Bianca is doing, let her be careful, or else time is coming when she will come back to apologize. If we say we are not accepting the apology that she should go to Nigeria, may she no talk say we wicked. Now she start the whole thing.
There is a secret meeting that was revealed currently because it is said that a round table was held in the northern part of Nigeria. They have called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case a bone in the neck. With so much interest coming from the world powers and what is currently happening from Donald Trump has sent serious panic to the north. So a meeting was held. This man has become a bone in the neck. This is a statement coming from the northerners. And Tinubu is currently on the hot seat concerning this. The Biafran evangelists, they have called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case a bone in the neck. What should they do?
I don't have any advice to them. You understand?
What's your opinion?
My opinion now is this. They did not see it coming. They thought it's a usual game. A bone, that is how it's supposed to be. A lynching. That is what has happened to Nigeria. Because they never believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a VIP. It's a UN VIP. Special VIP. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have passed through series of tests that qualifies him as a freedom fighter before he came out to make it officially. And Nigeria did not even go far to do a research. They used that common eyes and that negligence to neglect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to corner Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believing and thinking that they can treat him anyhow. So at the end of the day, look at where it has landed. It is a hook and it will kill them. Yes, because I will not forget, I do remember, he said the suffering of my people will end in me and I will end Nigeria. And it's coming to pass. So it will end Nigeria. And our suffering in Nigeria will end. Intimidation will end. Humiliation will end. Negligences will end. Let down will end. Everything. You know the kind of intimidation and humiliation. Imagine. See, on a norm guy, say, may Yorubas now, may they engage us with a fight with Igbos. Can they stand it? I remember during my school days, when one was like, you go do training at B, you do, we know when they go, hey, whoa, I say, no worry, carry and come. When I really give him, when he don't say that, the next thing he withdraw. They don't get the liver, the strength to stand. This one no be, what is it, fish and the gari. A way to amaranko. This is a real apple, real energy and strength and power. We give it to them. When we are just like, let there be peace, let there be peace. And they are eating us up. Because the British helped Nigeria in the war. Then they now took the advantage of it to molest us. And that thing continued till now, from our fathers till now. No, enough, let it stop. It has to stop. And God will continue to bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his generation for him taking that step, bold step, because many of some people have rise and they fall. And I remember the statement Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made. He said, freedom. There are people that fight for freedom are noble people. Freedom is not given to greedy people, neither is it given to the poor people. Because when you are poor, you never see money. They give you money, you go fall. When you are greedy, they give like what is it called? Wazirike collected his own and get out. But do you know the offer they have given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Yet he stood on his ground. That is integrity, discipline, determination. That is the genuine hero that Biafran ever produced in the history of Biafra. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu. So therefore, it's supposed to stand as what? as a hook, because they have tried all means. And this thing reminded me of what Wike said. He said nobody has ever, the offer they are giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody they have ever presented that offer to that will reject it.
Oh.
That is very, very, attempting. It's very, very tempting. But he rejected. And for him to reject it, people of that will definitely, you cannot defeat them. They'll always get what they want. And that is the message that you are getting now. Because international, the world powers now are giving, are now fully interested, discussing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Go to virtually go to Russia, every corner, go to Russia, even in China, they are now talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The countries you least expected now, even in Italy, they are discussing, Germany now discussing about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Australia is discussing about Biafra issues. The world is discussing it now. Asia is, I was shocked when I even in Japan, the matter issues are being looking into. All these things, Nigerian media will not give it to you.
Biafran people are Christians. And Benjamin is trying to shift the attentions to his brothers that are living in the southeastern hemisphere of Nigeria. Who are those his brothers? The Igbos. We trace our ancestry to Israel. And there's no two-way about it. And no tribe or ethnicity will question the Igbos. Why? They are claiming Jews. We know our history. Though Fulani Janjaweeds, they worked hard to block history as a curriculum in our tertiary institutions. And right now, time, nemesis, lot of karma is playing on them. We have many educated ministers handling that Ministry of Education, and they have actually allowed history, Bible knowledge, and so on and so forth, to thrive in our institution of higher learning. See, when Muhammad Buhari was Nigerian president, Minister Adamu, Education Minister Adamu, was an idiot in all his operation. In discharging his official duty, Education Minister Adamu blocked Bible religious knowledge, blocked history as a curriculum in our tertiary institution, even in the post-primary school. They don't want history to thrive. They don't want our children, our people, we as a people, to study history. Because Fulani doesn't want us to know where they migrated from. Fulani doesn't want the Igbos to know whom they are. Yoruba man might not worry. I am worried over that. That's why we prayed hard and we prayed. And today, history is allowed in our educational curriculum in Nigeria. We are the Christian Benjamin Netanyahu is referring to. He still reiterates the importance of helping the Igbos to resist Islamic evangelism in the southeastern Nigeria. Southeastern Nigeria is devoid of Islam. Why? We know their ideologies. We know what they are preaching for. We know who they are. And we know the type of people that are floating Islam as a religion in Nigeria. They are nomads, wanderers and loafers that move from one country to another. They are vandals. They grab people's land. They subjugate people, the people to all manners of slavery. I want to just insert an example. I throw my questions across to northern Nigeria today. How do you perceive the lives, the conditions, the state of the people occupying northern region? They are subjected to zero. Slaves to the Fulani hegemony. They have reduced the local houses, the original owners of the land in the north, to zero. That's why we still question the capability of the Fulani man subjecting an Igbo man, to accept or bow before Islam. Oga, viewers, I don't bow before Islam. I will never worship a God that allows slitting of throats, while his followers and the faithfuls are disaliving or unaliving Christian faith people. They shout the same name of their God. Oga, the God that created heavens and earth is not bloodthirsty. He's a blesser to humanity. There was never a time God turned his back on humanity. The entire humanity is succeeding on earth today because God loves us. If a man is preaching a God that he fights for, a God that he kills people for, a God that, let me tell you, Gumi Alaji, Sultan of Sokoto, the followers of Muhammad Buhari and the entire Fulani Janjaweeds in Nigeria should take their serious time. Anytime they go on evangelism to kill people and bring people to Allah, they should exclude the Igbo people from Igbo extraction. They will never try it in the southeastern Nigeria. They will never try it in the Biafra land. What Benjamin Netanyahu is referring to is sustainability of the United States of Biafra, where they have actually, State of Israel, perfected to pitch their military tents. United States of America is not left out. Donald Trump is coming on alarmist speed to pitch American military base in the southeastern Nigeria. No, we don't need Turkey. We don't want Turkey to be there. Turkey or whatever they call themselves have been excluded from European Union. Why? Because they are among terrorist countries in the world. Turkey is a terrorist country, prompting them to talk rubbish. Anytime they assemble their lawmakers, they talk rubbish against the State of Israel. Once they actually began to campaign for erasing the map of Israel out of the map of the world, it angers God that created heaven and earth. And that was what caused the death of that idiotic, stupid lawmaker in Turkey that dry up and withered. Immediately said the map of Israel should be removed from the world. Do you see how tragically he died? Who knows the cause of his death? It takes spiritual eyes to actually know what prompted his death. He died because God is against him. The God that rages with fire, the God that uses fire to lick sand, the God of Elijah is against Islamization of Nigeria. Of course, I'm no longer in Nigeria. Biafra is systematically erupting on alarming speed.
Well said, Mr. Raf. You know, when you talk about Christianity and Islam in Nigeria, we talk about marginalization, how they have treated the Igbos. Once upon a time, a Southerner came to say that for you to be a president of Nigeria, you have to be a Muslim. Now they have come out strongly telling the Igbos that they should relax, that Obi is next in line, which is from Biafra land, that enough of the division and one Nigeria will start. What do you think is the agenda of the North by saying all this?
Agenda of the North is the reason why that we have many inscriptions on Naira notes. What is the meaning of those inscriptions on Naira notes? Do you know what they inscript there in Arabic inscription? Do you know what they mean there? Do you know why they lock that kind of code, satanic codes on Naira notes? Igbo man will never come down if Obi becomes president. If Obi becomes president, that is another edge, another help, another stepping ladder for Igbo to climb above all the ethnicities in Nigeria. Willy-nilly, compulsorily. Yes, we will not come down. They should make Obi Nigerian president. That is good for them. Me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chief Odumegu Dim Ojukwu, his spirit, we are looking towards actualization of United States of Biafra. 40 good regions in Igbo land is consisted of, Biafra is consisted of 40 good regions in Igbo land. We are Biafrans and we are going. Authoritatively, we are speaking it and saying it. We are not afraid of anybody. Why making Obi president if Fulani hegemonies mean well for Igbo? After 65 years, Igbo man is becoming president. It can't be for me. We don't need it now. It has come too late. Listen, if you make Obi president, United States of Biafra is here. Failure to make Obi president, United States of Biafra is on course. So what are you saying? It doesn't tinkle me an iota. It doesn't tinkle me. If Obi becomes president, I don't care. I am agitating towards emancipation of the Prince of Africa. Some of you might be wondering, Who is this prince of Africa? We are talking of Biafra. Biafra is the prince of Africa that is going to open the eyes of fellow Africans. We the Igbos, in totality, if we are up to 80 million in population, we are all Pan-Africanists. We are Pan-Africanists because what I'm seeing right now, Hausa man is not seeing it. What I'm envisaging right now, Fulani man is far away from it. We the Igbos, we understand differently from other ethnicities. And we are the ones that are bringing succor to the entire African continent. By the time Biafra comes, Ghana man will begin to understand himself. Bush man from South Africa, the Zulu tribe, they will begin to see the lights. The Swahilis, one of the largest language in Africa, will begin to know why we the Igbos are the Jews. What about the Maasai in Kenya? The Maasai in Kenya will begin to understand the reason why we are the Jews. Yet we are not into animal husbandry. It's not all the 12 sons of Jacob could rear animals. The whole 12 sons of Jacob, some of them are into technology, some are into science, some of them are good in keeping the sanctuary in the tent of tabernacle. Some are good into being into priesthood. In Igbo land, there are priesthood people created by God to serve him. If you doubt what I'm saying, ask T.D. Jakes of United States of America. Ask him from where he comes from, his ancestors. I don't know what you understand. We are not here to mutilate history. We are here to recreate history that Fulani hegemony has actually destroyed over 3 centuries ago in Nigeria. Fulani destroyed the history in Nigeria, educational curriculum, so that Yoruba man will not know where he comes from. Hausa man will not study about his origin. Igbo man will turn his back on his ancestors. Eri, son of God. We are emancipating and discovering ourselves on daily basis. Every minute, every hour, every second that goes, Igbo man discovers himself.
Well said, Mr. Raf, you said it all. Now, Bianca Ojukwu has come out to say that the Igbos are peaceful people and they have accepted one Nigeria.
Igbos are peaceful people. Bianca Ono is telling a lie. We are not accepting one Nigeria. Bianca, I'm talking to Irolong Paya. Bianca, Irolong Paya. Na lie they talk. Igbos are not accepting Nigeria. Nigerian soldiers and police subjected Igbo youths in the southeast to annihilation. They want to exterminate the entire Igbos. For how many months now? Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu staying now? You are telling me about one Nigeria. Bianca Ono, Ojukwu spirit will deal with you. I'm not playing. With that mouth, Ojukwu caused Gowon that is causing all these killings in the mid-belt. The way Gowon and his people and Fulani kill Igbo man. That is why Fulani and their people are killing the same Gowon people. Bianca, let me not curse you. I don't want to curse you. Don't say that we accept one Nigeria. I don't want to curse you. I just feel something in my spirit. I don't want to curse you. I don't want to curse you, Bianca. Let me tell you, Bianca, no, stop causing problem. We don't love Nigeria and we can never be one Nigeria. I'm telling you.
But she has come out to say that those that are protesting are paid people. She said that those that are protesting are people that have collected money. They are paid people to agitate because Igbos accepted it already.
Bianca is from Udi.
Okay.
Ngbo, Enugu Ngbo. His father was former governor of Anambra State that ruled only not up to 1 week. Buhari toppled his administration. Sisi Ono. And Bianca is married to Ojukwu Ikemba, the man that fought for Biafra. So if you check what Ono's child is saying right now, Bianca has collected money. That reminds me, if Bianca could say that we that are agitating for Biafra have collected money, good. To tell her that she herself, Tinubu has bribed her. Why could he accept such position in an administration that belongs to a fellow Igbo? Didn't you know that Obi won election? He is supporting Tinubu. Bianca is a saboteur, and we the Igbos, we are not saboteurs. So she's the one that is collecting money. God knows the truth. Bianca has collected money, refused to represent the legacy Ojukwu left before going to the beyond.
Well said, Mr. Raf. As usual, you know how it is. Message of hope.
Yeah, to my Igbo brothers in diaspora and within Nigeria, Oya don't sleep. Igbos are surrounded by enemies, people that hate us, people that are jealous of us, people that don't want us to exist. If you look at how Igbo man is being treated in Nigeria, north, south, west, everywhere, they are treating us with disdain, abhorrence, hatred, jealousness. Be careful wherever you are. You are right now in Tanzania. You are right now in Dar es Salaam. You are right now in Antananarivo, Madagascar. You are right now in Maputo, Mozambique. You are right now in Johannesburg, Pretoria, Port Elizabeth, East London, Southern Africa. You are right now in USA. You are right now in Europe. Beware, Igbo man. Worship your God, bless your God, the God of Abraham. Don't look at injustice as a way of life. Crooked people are in charge of Nigeria, people that are thieves, stealing public funds, depending on people's blood. They are the one in charge of Nigeria. Be yourself. Be a good Igbo man. Don't be bought over. Don't be bought over, sorry. Bianco, you will repent one day.
Well said, my viewers. You heard it all.